guys, right, I'm going to very quickly explain to you what you're going to be doing. There is the glass jar I'm going to use, it's quite big. You're going to want a little bit of flour down on your table and roly. The flour is to stop it from sticking to the table, okay? Then you are going to want to cover it over your jar. So I placed my jar on top, gently lifted it over the top and noticed it didn't quite stretch. I had lots of excess dough elsewhere which I used and then just patted it on top, and there we go. Now I made sure I quickly put flour again underneath to stop the bottom from sticking. Now it looks really lumpy and it doesn't quite look like the jar shape I had before. So I just gently use my hands to go around and pat, and you'll notice I pointed then because I could see the glass peering through and we don't want that. And at the bottom I remembered there being lots of dough, so I just teased off all the excess dough and I'm patting my hands down against the jar to really smooth it down. You can see I'm rubbing my hands there against the jar, just trying to smooth that surface down as best as I can before tipping it up the other way. And then I sorted out the rim. I just went up at the top a little bit, added a little bit extra here or there, noticed where there were thin spots. Now you really don't want your salt dough to be too thick either, because you don't want it to have to bake for ages in the oven. But once you've gone around the whole edge, make sure it's nice and smooth and make sure it looks even, you can then move on to creating your decorations. Now you're going to want need your picture handy, okay? You do not have to do the whole picture, okay? You can just take one section. And I decided to do that section that I just showed then, okay? And you're just going to, it's very simple. The lines you've created, you're simply going to be creating or rolling out lots and lots of strips of dough. Okay, I started off with the tree because I felt like that was a real sort of the main focus of that drawing. Now, annoyingly, I couldn't do this whilst having it facing the camera at the same time. So hopefully in a minute I will be able to show you what I did, but I wasn't able to do the whole first line of the outside of the tree, okay, in one go, so I had to roll out two pieces, but you can see there how it started. And I think this time round I think to myself, oh, I need to try and show, oh sorry about the motorbike outside, show the year fives, my lovely year fives, what I'm doing, but I tried so hard and it was just so difficult. I had to then turn it around, but you can see I had a really long piece then, I was able to do it, but I'm just going around and I'm sticking it as I'm going along. You don't need anything to stick it down, it will stick down by itself, okay? But remember in the painting when I said not to do lots and lots of lines? This is the reason why, because you can't really do very thin and refined work with salt dough. It's very, very difficult, okay? And what you'll notice is I build it up and up and up, and I create detail on top of the tree with the circles that I've used. And then I finish and create. Sorry, I finish my jar. I'm constantly checking the bottom, making sure it's not sticking by adding extra flour. And notice how I'm picking it up by putting my hands inside and lifting it with the base of my hand as well. Trying not to touch the sides so I don't ruin my pattern. Have fun, guys. Bye bye.